Hello everyone. In 2024, England, a country long known for its deep-rooted Christian culture and traditions, witnessed a significant change. Amid the hustle and bustle of modern life and multiculturalism, one phenomenon became increasingly evident: Islam. Yes, this religion from the Middle East has, slowly but surely, become an inseparable part of England's social landscape. The growing number of Muslims in England, now exceeding a remarkable 4 million people, marks a new chapter in history. It's not just people coming from abroad who are embracing Islam, but also native English citizens who are increasingly interested in learning about its teachings. Every year, thousands of English people choose to recite the Shahada and become part of the Muslim community. Why is this happening? The answer lies in the appeal of Islam, offering peace, justice, and a way of life full of wisdom. This religious conversion is not a phenomenon that occurred overnight. It is the result of a deep spiritual search. Many people, who once felt empty in their old beliefs, now find tranquility in Islam's teachings, which emphasize inner peace, love for others, and care for the community. In a fast-paced and high-pressure world, many feel that Islam offers them a simpler yet more meaningful way of life. A significant number believe that Islam provides answers to their concerns about social injustice, economic disparities, and the erosion of values in life. One of the main attractions of Islam is the strong sense of community within the Muslim population. It is not uncommon for people who feel isolated or lonely in this individualistic world to find warmth and brotherhood in the Muslim community. Islam teaches the importance of brotherhood, solidarity, and mutual assistance. Through communal prayers, social events like breaking fast together, and charitable activities, new Muslims feel accepted and valued as part of something greater than themselves. However, this development has not come without challenges. As a growing religion, Islam in England must face social and political hurdles, including tensions arising from ignorance or stereotypes against Muslims. Nevertheless, with an increasing number of English citizens converting to Islam, public awareness of diversity and interfaith tolerance is on the rise. It is important to note that while the Muslim population continues to grow, they remain committed to the noble values of Islam, which teach peace, mutual respect, and harmonious coexistence. All of this proves that Islam is not a foreign or alien religion to England. On the contrary, Islam has become an integral part of the social and cultural mosaic of the country. As the Muslim population in the UK grows, significant changes can be observed in the country's religious and social landscape. One of the most striking changes is the rapid rise of new mosques across the UK, while churches, which once served as centres of Christian worship, are now seeing a decline in visitors. Amidst these dynamics, mosques are not only places of worship but also community centres that bring together Muslims in the UK. In major cities such as London, Birmingham, and Manchester, new mosques are emerging at a rapid pace. These mosques are not just places for prayer, they are now bustling social hubs. From study circles, Arabic language courses, to social welfare programs for the underprivileged, mosques are lively spaces that play an active role in the daily lives of Muslims. These mosques are not only for Muslims, they also often host open events for the wider public, such as interfaith dialogues, bazaars, and cultural festivals. This is a way for Muslims to introduce their culture and teachings while building bridges of understanding with the broader community. Mosques have become symbols of coexistence within the multicultural society of the UK. The increase in the Muslim population has not only altered the nature of mosques but has also influenced the status of churches, which are now experiencing a decline in attendance. In recent years, many churches have closed due to a significant drop in congregations. This phenomenon has occurred as fewer people choose to worship in churches, especially in large cities. Many churches, once centers of Christian religious life, are now facing a harsh reality: no one comes to worship anymore. Interestingly, some of these unused churches have been repurposed as mosques. This has become a symbol of extraordinary social and religious transformation. One notable example is St. John's Church in Hanley, which has stood since 1788 and had long been unused for Christian worship. After receiving approval from the local council, this church will be converted into a mosque and community centre. This process of repurposing shows how Islam is increasingly accepted and valued within British society. Instead of confronting other religions, Muslims in the UK are fostering harmonious, open, and tolerant relationships. Empty churches are now being put to use again, benefiting the growing Muslim community. Overall, more than 100 churches in the UK have closed in the past decade, reflecting a significant decline in the number of Christians. It is not just small churches, even large churches with long histories have been affected by this trend. As the number of congregants decreases, churches, once the centers of social and spiritual life, now have to find ways to survive. Many churches can no longer maintain their existence, while Christians are choosing not to attend church. This illustrates how other religions, such as Islam, are expanding and bringing a new dimension to religious life in the UK. London, as the capital of the UK, may be the best example of this phenomenon. There, new mosques continue to be built to meet the needs of the growing Muslim population. One striking feature is the magnificent mosques with beautiful architectural designs, standing in the midst of a busy metropolis. Around these mosques are gardens used for social events, seminars, and charity bazaars. The presence of these mosques has become an inseparable part of the cityscape, even replacing the churches that have long been empty. In 2024, London became known as the city with the largest number of mosques, with some even calling it the Muslim city due to the rapid development of the Muslim community. The presence of mosques is not only a place of worship but also a symbol of acceptance, diversity, and unity in the ever-evolving British society. The rapid growth of Islam in England in 2024 has not only impacted the number of Muslims and mosques but has also created profound social changes. Behind the rising conversion rates and growing number of mosques, there are social dynamics that illustrate how religions in England interact and influence each other. Islam, which is increasingly accepted, faces challenges from the Christian tradition, which is losing its place in the hearts of many English citizens. This is not just about numbers, but about how society views religion in an ever-changing modern context. Amid the rapid growth of Islam, the greatest challenge faced by the Muslim community is combating stereotypes and prejudices that still exist against their religion. In England, as in many other countries, misunderstanding and fear of what is different are often the reasons why society views Islam with suspicion. However, over time, more and more people are beginning to see that Islam in England, like other religions, contributes to a better and more harmonious social life. The mosques being built in the heart of major cities in England are not only for Muslims but also serve as bridges for communication and understanding between religions. By opening mosques for public events and interfaith dialogues, the Muslim community is increasingly showing that Islam is not a religion separate from British society but an integral part of its diversity. One significant step taken by the Muslim community is initiating open dialogue with the Christian community and other religions. In several major cities in England, mosques host events such as seminars, interfaith meetings, and joint social activities, which not only introduce Islam but also create a sense of mutual respect and understanding. Amidst this phenomenon, the Christian churches that are becoming empty are also making efforts to adapt. Some churches, no longer used for religious services, have started to collaborate with local mosques in organizing joint social activities. This shows that despite the decline in Christian congregations, they still strive to maintain relationships with the Muslim community and other religious groups, focusing on universal human values such as love, mutual help, and tolerance. Beyond religion, Muslims in England are also becoming increasingly involved in social and political life. The growing Muslim community now has a significant influence in various aspects of society, from education and healthcare to politics. Muslims in England are becoming more aware of the importance of their involvement in determining the direction of the country through their votes in elections and holding public office. In many major cities such as London and Birmingham, numerous council candidates and public officials come from the Muslim community, proving that Islam has become an integral part of political life in England. Through this active involvement, Muslims in England are not only playing a role in social life but also helping to shape policies that are more inclusive and consider the interests of all segments of society. Islam in England, despite its continued growth, maintains the core values of peace, justice, and love. One of the most visible examples is how Muslims in England remain active in charitable activities. Every year, Muslims raise large sums of money to help those in need, both in England and worldwide. Many mosques organize social activities such as providing meals for the homeless, distributing essential goods to disaster victims, and more. These activities not only strengthen the sense of community within the Muslim population but also open the hearts and minds of the broader English society to the importance of positive social contributions. Through these activities, Muslims in England show that their religion is not only about worship but also about benefiting others. Over time, more people are realizing that religions in England can coexist harmoniously. Although there are tensions in some places, the rapid growth of Islam gives hope that religious diversity in England does not have to be a source of division. On the contrary, it can be a force that builds. For example, despite the decline in church attendance, many Christians continue to support and collaborate with the Muslim community in various social and educational projects. In some cities, there are even initiatives to make mosques and churches shared spaces to strengthen interfaith bonds. This is proof that, even amidst major changes in the religious landscape of England, the spirit of tolerance and mutual respect continues to grow. The development of Islam in England has also brought about significant social changes, both in interfaith relations and in the active role of Muslims in social, political, and charitable life. Despite facing challenges and stereotypes, the Muslim community in England continues to grow and make positive contributions to society. Interfaith dialogue is becoming more open, mosques have become symbols of harmonious social life, and Islam offers a message of peace and tolerance that is highly relevant to the challenges of the modern age. England, as a multicultural country, continues to demonstrate that religious diversity is a strength that can enrich its social life, not divide it.